This is a winter weather alert. You are watching 13 on your side.
Hey there, West Michigan meteorologist Michael Behrens here with you. Thanks for watching 13 Plus. We continue to keep our eyes on impactful winter weather that is pushing through West Michigan. Over the last couple of days here, we've picked up quite a bit of snowfall, and we're going to see even more as we head through Saturday night and through the first part of Sunday. As of Saturday afternoon, places across West Michigan had already gotten close to a foot, including Big Rapids up to 11 inches, White Cloud at 10.4, Lakeview 10, Lowell 10, Ludington 10. As you got closer to Grand Rapids, those totals dropped down a bit closer toward 8 inches, but still a lot of snow nonetheless. And as we head toward tomorrow, we'll see even more. Speaking of that heavy snow, Gibby got this video here, Montcalm County. It was heavy enough to produce some thunder snow out there, but it hasn't all been crazy weather. It's also been some picturesque weather out there too. Michael got this picture of the Freudenthal Theater in Muskegon. Another great view out there in the snow came our way, courtesy of Andrea from West Michigan, of a picture of this fat little happy squirrel out there hanging out in the snow. A view here of Pumpkin from Ed Morrison and by Sonia enjoying the cold weather today. Another picture from Greg, called this the Great Snow Shark out there in Norton Shores. Thanks for sharing that photo with us. And of course, if you want to send us a photo, you can find me on social media, meteorologist Michael Behrens on Facebook and at Mike Behrens WX on the X, Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. We're looking at temperatures that hit 34 Sunday, but that was shortly after midnight. As we got into the afternoon, temperatures were notably colder. In fact, this afternoon only made it back up to around 26 degrees. We told you we'd be at 27 in the afternoon, so that's inside a degree, now 12 days in a row. When it comes to tomorrow, temperatures expected to go even colder. 13 weather ball lit up in blue with those cooler temperatures in view, blinking bright with snow in sight.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by LaFontaine Ford Grand Rapids.
And those temperatures this evening already starting to get cold. We're down into the low 20s out there. 23 Grand Rapids, 25 Muskegon, 23 in Holland, and down to just the teens for South Haven, Kalamazoo, and Battle Creek. In fact, we're not going to warm up anytime soon, so all of the snow that we're getting going to stick around. The 24-hour trend here shows nothing but downhill temperature progression with lake effect snow expected through tonight. The heaviest will be between now and about midday tomorrow, but chances for light lake effect will linger throughout a majority of the coming week. The lake effect tonight, though, that's not going to be light. In fact, it's already quite heavy out there. We're seeing heavy bands of lake effect snow work their way through West Michigan. Some of the heaviest right now in portions of Allegan and Berry County. Heavy bands occasionally through Kent County, even up toward Newaygo, Muskegon, Ottawa counties, all seeing the heavy lake effect snow push through this evening. We'll expect snow-covered roads blowing and drifting snow as winds gust up toward 30+ miles per hour. And of course, low visibility. It's going to be difficult travel tonight and through tomorrow. You can see those winds really racing across Lake Michigan, a still quite warm lake producing these bands of snow, that air flowing over the water, quite cold. In fact, again, we're expecting teens for highs as we head through the next week. Hour by hour forecast here tracks the bands of lake effect snow, doing a really good job. We'll push the snow bands through the region between now and sunrise tomorrow. Again, this snow going to make the travel difficult tomorrow morning. We'll see that snow start to taper as we head toward the midday. Lingering small chances for lake effect will carry us through Sunday night and into Monday, but the heavy accumulating snow, that should end in the first half of the day, but the winds, still gusty, will keep the chance for blowing and drifting in the forecast, not just through Sunday, but even into Sunday evening and the start of this week. As far as snow totals go, it's going to be a really small band that gets quite a lot of snow tonight. You can see here that band kind of comes straight through Kent County. I think what you see here on the map is actually a little bit underestimating what we can expect for snow as we head through tonight. In fact, our forecast here, 13 on your side, we're thinking we're going to see a pretty broad area of at least 6 inches of snow. Many places seeing at least 4, but inside this this narrow bubble here is what we could get 8 inches, even close to a foot. By the time this is all said and done, I think it's going to be very variable where you get those highest impacts. This could shift a little further north, could shift a little further south. You're going to drive a couple miles and go from just a little snow to quite a lot of snow. It is going to be the nature of lake effect between now and Sunday morning. And of course, we'll keep slowly adding to those totals with more snow chances as we head through this week. With such impacts in the forecast, though, it's no surprise that winter storm warnings remain in effect through noon on Sunday for those counties. In the pink, it's a winter weather advisory. In the purple, not quite expecting as much snow for counties outside of those hard-hit lake effect bands. What we are expecting, though, for everyone is cold temperatures. This is Sunday morning. Temperatures kick the day off in the teens, and it goes downhill from there. We're going to be in the teens for our northern counties. Expect a high around 15 near daybreak. We'll see temperatures around 16 Grand Rapids, only as warm as 12 in Kalamazoo. 13 on your side, 10-day outlook. Those temperatures keep going down from there. High of 12 Monday in Grand Rapids, 11 on Tuesday. Those lows will be in the single digits early in the morning. And I think places as you travel further south to like Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, you may hit sub-zero lows this week. We see a brief warm up as we head toward Thursday. Lake effect chances note continue through most of the week, but we are right back down as we head toward next weekend. Single digit lows again, even close to sub-zero here in Grand Rapids before we finally change the pattern as we get toward the end of the 10-day and those temperatures push back up above freezing. We've been telling you for a while this winter weather was coming, and all of the planning paid off this morning in Kent County. By the early afternoon, most roads were just wet. This is what things look like on I-96, a short distance from Alpine Avenue. However, that's all changing tonight as the next round of heavy snow is already hammering the region. West of Grand Rapids, the snow was still falling through late this morning, and of course we're adding to that yet again. This was video on I-96 heading back from the lakeshore. The right lane was travelable earlier today, but the left lane was still snow covered. Roads tonight are expected to worsen, and crews will continue to be out there to clear the snow. In Muskegon, the snow didn't stop people from getting out and enjoying their morning. If you look closely, you can even see some joggers with their reflective running gear on out in the snow. I don't know that I'd be out there running this kind of weather. Others got out early to clear their driveways and sidewalks, and that's going to be a task many of us have to repeat as we head through the next week. And while some of us, especially in this kind of weather, may prefer the warm and sun of summer, others really actually do like the snow. 13 on your sides, Trevier Gonzalez spent some time in Muskegon and met up with a man who says this is his favorite season.
Well, throughout this Saturday morning, this was the time for Muskegon residents all throughout the area to do a little bit of cleanup. And even though it's not the most intense snow that they've seen, it's definitely something that's well welcomed. Whether they were snow blowing or doing the shoveling themselves, neighbors from this lakeshore community could be seen clearing their sidewalks and driveways for the most recent system snow. While it wasn't the most intense snowfall the city has experienced, it's something many have been looking forward to.
Actually, winter is my favorite season, so I'm glad it's here, especially with people that do make a living in the winter. This is going to help them. I don't mind shoveling. It's good exercise for you. So, no, I'm glad to see it, and as long as I can stay home, I got a fireplace to keep warm, and so far the winds haven't been so ugly that we've lost power, so we're doing good.
And now that that heavy wet snow is out of the picture, it looks like the next step is going to be lake effect snow. Now that's something that could lead to more and more power outages, something that we'll be monitoring. In Muskegon, Trevier Gonzalez, 13 on your side.
And whether it's out enjoying the snow or preparing for your commute, you can track all the snowfall with a 13 on your side weather app, live radar and traffic conditions for your neighborhood right in your pocket. It's free to download in the App Store and Google Play. And less than a week after their championship win against the Washington Huskies, fans are officially celebrating the Michigan Wolverines. Despite the snow and cold, a parade took place Saturday in Ann Arbor. It included a marching band, players tossing footballs to the crowd, and Coach Harbaugh riding on top of an antique fire truck. During the parade, running back Blake Corum talked about why playing for Michigan was such a special experience.
Just the love that we have for each other, the brotherhood. When we fought adversity, when we went through adversity, we just stuck together. The love, really, just the love we have.
And that celebration continued into Saturday night at the Chrysler Center, where fans had the chance to hear from players and coaches. Of course, while fans may be celebrating that Michigan victory, it's also a night to be ready for more winter weather, and impacts are expected through Sunday morning. So make sure you're staying with 13 on your side for the latest information. We'll be back here Sunday morning. Meteorologist Blake Hansen starting at 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. and again at 9 with all the latest coverage from this round of winter weather here in West Michigan. Of course, you can keep up to date any time of day, 13onyourside.com or right here on the 13 Plus app. For now, though, thanks for watching. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.